The date is April 12th, 2019 at Oracle Park in San Francisco, California. It's Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Both teams were off to a rocky start, no pun intended, into the first weeks of the 2019 season. The Colorado Rockies were going into this game 3-10, while the Giants were sitting at a 5-9 record heading into this game. The Giants also won the first game of this 4-game series when starting pitcher Jeff Samardzija pitched 7 scoreless innings and Kevin Pillar hit a solo home run, which would have been the only run scored and a 1-0 win. So I know what you're thinking. Why am I talking about a random game in April where both teams are off to struggling starts? Well, I wanted to talk about this game because there was something that happened after the game that I found quite interesting and wanted to do a video on. This game ended up going into extra innings, and the Giants won on a walk-off hit by veteran backup catcher Erik Kratz. Yes, the same Erik Kratz who you might know best from the Foul Territory podcast alongside Scott Braun and AJ Pierzynski. Anyway, you see, headed back into the game, you might see that this game also went into 18 innings and went deep into the ninth. When the game ended, there were fireworks that went off and, let's just say, sent up a wake-up call to the citizens of San Francisco that lived not too far from Oracle Park. So I thought almost 6 years later, why not break down this game and take a look back at the time when the San Francisco Giants game-winning fireworks interrupted some San Francisco citizens' beauty sleep. The starting pitcher in this game for the home team San Francisco Giants was Drew Pomeranz, who was a 30-year-old heading into the 2019 season, and after being a part of the 2018 Boston Red Sox team that won the World Series, Pomeranz signed with the Giants as a free agent in the offseason. With 2 outs in the top of the first inning, the Rockies got the first hit of the game when Nolan Arenado hit a single into center field. In the middle of a Trevor Story at bat, Arenado attempted to steal second base when Giants catcher Erik Kratz caught him stealing, getting the third out. Heading into the bottom of the first inning, the Rockies manager Bud Black had Chad Beatus starting in this game for the Rockies. Chad was a career Rockies pitcher throughout his career, and like most Rocky pitchers, wasn't a very good one either, as he had been playing since 2013 and had his 2 best seasons in 2014 and 2015. I'll try not to give Chad Beatus too much crap about his time in Colorado, since we all know the pitcher curse that lives in the Rocky Mountains pretty well at this point. Skipping ahead to the 4th inning with 1 out, Garrett Hampson hit a line drive into left center field gap, which would turn into a triple. Nolan Arenado then hit a pop-up to Brandon Belt at first. Trevor Story being up next, on a 2-1 count, the umpires ended up calling a balk on Drew Pomeranz. Bruce Bochy was not pleased. This would allow Garrett Hampson to score from third and give the Rockies a 1-0 lead. Trevor Story, after working the count full, hit a single into center field. He stole second base and then scored on an Ian Desmond RBI double. The score is now 2-0 Colorado. In the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Giants having the top of their lineup due up, Steven Duggar walked to lead off the inning, and Joe Panik hit a single into right field, which allowed Duggar to go over to third base. Up next for the Giants was veteran third baseman Evan Longoria, and he would hit into the third, yes, that's right, third double play hit in this game from a Giants hitter. Luckily, though, this double play was a good one because Steven Duggar ended up scoring the first run of the game for the home team. In the bottom of the 6th inning, after allowing back-to-back hits to lead off the inning, Rockies manager Bud Black took Chad Beatus out of the game and brought in Miami Marlins legend Mike Dunn out of the bullpen. Dunn would face only one batter as Joe Panik hit a sac fly, which was deep enough for Pablo Sandoval, of all people, to tag up from third base and tie the game at 2. The game would remain scoreless and head into extra innings. After a total of 11 scoreless innings from the Rockies bullpen and 12 scoreless innings from the Giants bullpen, the game would go into the bottom of the 18th inning in San Francisco. On the mound for the Rockies in the bottom of the inning was DJ Johnson, and he would give up a double from Brandon Belt. Probably wanting to get the game over with, Bud Black issued an intentional walk to Brandon Crawford. With runners now on first and second for the Giants, Kevin Pillar hit a deep fly ball into center field, which allowed Belt to tag up and move over to third base. Another intentional walk was issued to former Rocky Gerardo Parra, and Erik Kratz drove in the game-winning run on a walk-off fielder's choice as the Giants would earn themselves a 3-2 victory. In conclusion, so while the Giants and the few fans still at the game were celebrating the win, there were some people that lived not too far from the ballpark that weren't too happy. The game ended past 1 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, and there were some fireworks that went off. According to a couple sources I found while researching for this video, some local residents woke up and went to either Twitter or Reddit or some type of social media platform to give out their angry thoughts. Most people, as you can imagine, were not too pleased that the Giants' game-winning fireworks woke them up from their beautiful sleep. Some people were saying how poor of a decision it was for the Giants to set off fireworks at 1 o'clock in the morning. Baseball fans like you and me, however, were probably cheering that the Giants got the win thanks to foul territory legend Erik Kratz. Luckily, the next morning, the Giants' social media team had made a quick little apology to those who were woken up in the middle of the night. And, posted this really cool video on Twitter showing the little fireworks show.